the fall of diplomacy, where words matter and it should matter, the things that you say and that you write. I don't really think that, Trump, whether Iran responded to that threat or not, that he would actually follow through, going in and completely exterminating a civilization and a whole country and bombarding the whole thing. Whether that is moral, ethical or not, diplomatic or not, it was a threat that we don't know in the background what is actually happening in these talks, but it did apparently bring Iranians, whoever the leaders are, because even that is very hard for us as analysts and professionals to understand. Who are they talking with? Who are the leaders? Who's the person, actually in the front line leading this country and making decisions? Are we talking with political leaders? Are we talking with the head of the IRGC in Iran, who actually are the military leadership and the ones who are controlling the military arsenal, the drones attacks and all that? But going back with Trump's threat last week, there seems to be, some talks ongoing. There is a truce in the region, apparently, other than the continued attacks from Israel in the south of Lebanon. Apparently that continues. But there seems to be a truce in attacks from the U.S. side and Iran on the Gulf countries to try to negotiate and come up to a common agreement, which to me will be highly difficult. Just analyzing, the history and the background of these two countries. I mean, probably these attacks even made, the whole negotiation and pursuit of peace in the region even harder. Although there's not a right or wrong answer or approach to this, because if there was actually intelligence from the U.S. and Israeli side of Iran being so close of building and having a nuclear weapon, and the uranium enrichment facilities being hidden and underground and behind under mountains, and if the intelligence is correct, nobody wanted that to be finished or developed. I believe nobody wants to live in a country where Iran, with such a complicated history and leadership, with clear goals and ideologies, actually have a nuclear weapon to threaten whoever they think as infidels or Western, Western civilization. So they're apparently going back. Like I said, there is a truce in the region. Negotiations are ongoing. We don't know. It's very confusing. What are the talks? Neither, Trump, comes up with anything clear on what is actually being negotiated. Secretary of Defense of War, Hegseth, also, or J.D. Vance, the vice president, not, being very clear what those negotiations are. But, just analyzing the whole thing, of course, the U.S. is really pushing to have probably a way and means of surveilling and having complete transparency on being able to survey and analyze and have people on the ground to see if there are, if there is any attempt to reestablishing uranium enrichment facilities and nuclear weapon developments. I think that's the ultimate goal. That's what the U.S. and Iran are really pushing for. Now, just dealing with Iran, I find that very complicated because it's no secret that they will keep